Alright, let's get going. After I mute my monitoring stream anyway. It's really weird to hear things you say a second or two later. Oh. Let's see, last night we went kablooey because we flew too close to a station like a dummy. Although I thought I was far enough away, I was not. And it did not end well. So now we need to fight off a whole bazillion pile of queues. And we'll see from there. A great deal of stations must go boom. Wow. Hurry up, game. Loading screens are the worst.
Entering system. Matrix. Number
All right.
79B.
Oh, Space Shark. And mystery. Now, since I am bad, I have done this particular little bit thrice now. Well, this will be the third time, actually. Let's summon the fleet. Actually, wait. I can just... Oh. I don't want to select the Moreas. So we can't quite do that. Get all the fleet selected. Order them to fly in. Anyway. I was going to play Divinity 2 today, but I can't help it. The Asgard is too much fun. It must be used. Let's fly clear some of these wrecks.
K.
There's our first K. It probably won't actually be the first one to reach us, but... we're going to have a large number of Ks incoming. There's two more.
K.
See, I don't think this one's going to drop out of travel drive. Boom. There's 5 more Ks on the horizon.
K. K.
Okay, this one's starting to enter travel drive, looks like.
K.
What about that one? Not yet. Okay.
K.
Here's the eye. Just deleting ships? Oh yeah. Problem is there's a lot of them. Hello, Dread. I know last night I said today was going to be Divinity 2, but I'm saving that for the weekend. This run's going to be finished within a day or two.
K.
And when it is, I'm going to take a couple day intermission to play like some Hydroneer and finish the Divinity run.
Explosion imminent.
We'll see what all else I do. Probably not too much. Well, I was thinking about playing a little bit of Oxygen Not Included too. Because I've never really got a chance to play that game properly. But in any case, it's going to be a X marathon until this run is over. There's still 2 more Ks and an I out there yet, at least, if not more.
Awaiting orders.
P. K.
There's a K, there's a K,
P.
there's an I, although I can't really click it from here. Anyway, once those are cleared, then we will save our game this time, and then clear out this station.
Awaiting orders.
I.
Okay. He is definitely running his travel drive. Although he's not really coming at me, and that concerns me slightly. Okay, he just dropped out of travel drive. He's probably turning to get around the station.
K.
In any case, an eye isn't really a threat to this ship as long as we catch it before it gets too far out of our angle. Because this does turn
K.
more slowly than I would really like.
Awaiting orders.
Although, what I would really like would be if it turned like a fighter, which is not happening.
I. K.
Awaiting orders.
K.
Okay, those both went to max acceleration.
K.
Although they're still not
K.
starting the travel drives.
I.
The eye is being weird.
K.
Keep an eye on these
Okay.
guys, because if any of them start their travel drives, we're going to have to focus on that one for next target. The eye is definitely currently not a target. Stop the engine so that we pick up the loot that's been trailing behind us.
Awaiting orders.
Oh,
I.
the eye is definitely being weird still.
K.
But this K has started his travel drive, so... Zap zap. 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13. Boom.
I.
That looks like another K
Danger.
right there.
K.
Yeah. Okay. Let's engage max drive. I don't really care who destroys these, or where we destroy them, I should say. I'm gonna save my game now, just in case. I'm not worried about the ships, I'm worried about the station. I don't want to get too close to it again and lose a bunch of time. Because while it is kind of fun to just delete Ks one right after the other, after you've gone through the same situation for what is now the 3rd time, it does start to get a little old. I would like to move on to new situations.
I.
Eye is almost ready. Actually, maybe we are in range already. Oh, yes, we are. Okay. The,
Xenon Wharf.
how close are we to the wharf? Fairly close, actually. There's the K.
K.
He's almost within range as well. Zappy zappy. I love the main guns in this thing so much. They're just so ludicrous. Let's do some quick ordering around here. The dragon and the shark both go attack this station. The other three... The other three... I'll go and attack this station. Meanwhile, the carbon broadhead will come and park right beside me. Hopefully without overflying and running into the station. Meanwhile, I am going to get a good view here. And we're going to overfly the station. Hopefully this time without blowing up. Because I would really rather not blow up, thank you very much.
Xenon Wharf.
We're going to pay close attention to the distance we are from it. Try to keep it about 10k away. Anyway. Remember correctly, the main guns in this thing are like, they should be within range from this distance. The plasmas definitely should be in range from this distance. Speaking of plasmas, it looks like we lost several of them. Oh, I never did put repair drones in this thing, did I? That's an oversight. Not a particularly massive oversight. We can do without repair drones if we do have a large service crew. But it'd be nice to have some. You can build a defense station in each sector you conquer? Yeah. I'm probably not going to, though. I doubt I'll build defense stations in these. I just want them cleared out. The first one we cleared is already owned by the Talati anyway. They, basically they conquered it before I even got a chance. They had defense stations there before the Xenon were even cleared out. Okay. Currently building. Well, that's interesting. Not sure what they're currently building, but it's a wharf, so it's not a big deal. As long as they don't take our engines out.
Orders.
First of all, carbon broadhead.
Awaiting orders.
We should probably bring the carbon broadhead in to here manually as well. Actually, I'm going to teleport over to the carbon broadhead and I'm going to fly it manually up here beside the wheelbarrow. Not sure what my frame rate is right now. Let's turn that on. My frame rate is currently 28, which is pretty miserable. Not sure why the frame rate's been so low the last couple streams. It wasn't really low before that, and then all of a sudden it just kind of tanked. In any case, I should not get any closer to... Oh, these are set to attack current enemy. I should fix that. Okay. Let's get pointed up on our end here. I do not want to get any closer to that station. We're already a bit closer to it than I really want to be. A lot is going on. Yeah, kinda. But the frame rate just went down very quickly. not very long ago at all. It was in the 80s, fairly consistently. Turrets go burr. That's kind of the purpose of this ship.
Awaiting orders.
Speaking of this ship, okay, there's the Asgard. We're gonna go park up close to the Asgard so that we can
Awaiting orders.
keep all the gnats off of it more effectively.
Awaiting orders.
Get all this loot collected. Okay. I really should have given this a custom paint job. Probably have to do that. Stop in and grab a custom paint job for it before we take on the Vigor Syndicate. Okay, this should fairly effectively protect the Asgard. Now, well, actually we don't even need to go onto the map for
Asgard.
this. We can just teleport straight to the Asgard from here. We'll teleport over to the Asgard, and we will continue shooting things until they all go boom.
Danger.
Wait, let me double check.
Sorry. Split tried not to shoot you.
We don't have any
Danger.
more caves or anything coming at us. No, we don't. Okay, good. Alright. Nose down.
Danger.
Yeah, shot up already. I know I'm being shot by the carbon broadhead turrets. I don't care. They're just flax. They can't really damage me.
Danger. Xenon War.
Also, stop. Really hate when it does that. Under certain circumstances, I'm not even sure what they really are, the
Explosion imminent. Explosion imminent.
the controls just stop responding,
Explosion imminent.
and it keeps moving in whatever direction it was originally moving. It's very annoying.
Explosion imminent.
Oh, we've overheated. Oh well. It isn't just this ship, it's all large ships. And I'm not sure just why it happens. It's rare enough that it's not a big deal. I think it might be related to being too close to enemy wrecks. Like if there's a lot of fighter wrecks or whatever, you might kind of get stuck on one and continue turning until it somehow dislodges. But that's just a guess. I haven't really found any way to confirm it. Anyway. There's quite a lot of red around here. Blow up, please. Well, go boom. Okay, there we go. All right, now, what else do we want to take out quickly? Oops, missed. We'll just
Explosion
wipe
imminent.
that out. And that. That has not gone boom yet.
Explosion
Boom.
imminent.
And then boom. I said boom. It means you're supposed to go boom.
Explosion imminent.
There we go. And one more. Boom. For some reason, the defensive pieces, and those are just Argon defense chunks for some reason, are very squishy.
Awaiting orders.
Explosion imminent.
Okay. That wharf shall wharf no more. All right. Now if we can just clear out the last... Oh, there's one more defensive piece over here. Let's go give that a quick little zap with the main gun.
Explosion imminent.
Okay, we're down to 68% hull, and there's only 4 pieces of the station remaining. Which should give you some clues as to how little actual HP the storages and defense platforms represent. It's not very much.
Container.
Oh, those are energy cell containers. Who cares about
Xenon
those?
wharf.
Okay. Oops. You want this button, not that button. I should. I keep forgetting. But these guys all finished their task as well. Go attack this defense station, okay? This place is almost dead anyway, so... I think we're just going to go straight from here to there to there to there, because there's no real point in not doing them in order. We are doing damage. Why is the carbon broadhead way down there? Now correct me if I'm wrong, but I parked that the carbon broadhead right beside the Asgard. Whatever. Also, we should wipe out that build storage before it becomes a problem. I wonder if we can do that from here with the main gun. Sort of. Also, we're once again stuck in a I'm turning and I can't stop moment. I'm holding down on the left arrow key, which should have us turning full left. We're most certainly not turning full left, we are turning full right. Alright, let's engage the engines. That should get us far enough away from whatever Hulk we're stuck against that will... There, we stopped turning, see? Now can I turn back left and point at the defensive thingy? A defensive thingy. I mean, station could be considered a defensive thingy. What I'm really interested in is the build storage. Which is over here somewhere. Oh, I wonder if the carbon broadhead flew back to its move here and wait location after I stopped piloting it. That's entirely possible and very stupid. But that seems like just the kind of thing the AI would do in this game. If you were to try and do crystal mining, where would you go for that? In theory, any asteroid belt should do just fine. In practice, I'm not actually sure. I've had fairly good luck in some parts of Argon Prime, but I don't think it's anything particularly special about that area. There's lots of systems that have asteroids. Basically, any system that has red or purple should have asteroids in it. Because you can turn the legend on here. Red is mineral regions, purple is mineral and gas regions.
Explosion imminent.
Okay. That goes boom. Back to lurking. Drop smoke bomb. And he disappeared into the night like a true ninja. Anyway. Hopefully the destroyers are, well, destroying their target. Somebody's shooting it at least a little bit. Oh. Let's see, you're at 43% hull. Unfortunately, get rid of the Xenon, we will have to do a lot of shooting stations. I think. I'm almost tempted to build a second Asgard. It won't be nearly as awesome as this one. Because, let's face it, I'm not going to put as many upgrades into just some random Asgard as I did this one. Definitely not the damage and all that stuff upgrades, because those are expensive and rare. But I could afford to just buy another one. Not sure if it's worth it though. They do have a lot of plasma cannons. Maybe I should just buy some more rattlesnakes. But I could probably afford at least one or two more rattlesnakes without any trouble. Oh, that reminds me. I ordered a bunch of manicores. Are any of them done yet? One of them is. Just one? Okay, I guess. Let's see. Scrappy Station. Gamma Group. Assigned to. Now. Okay, you just flew a little too close. Don't do that, okay?
Explosion imminent.
Okay, on to the next one. Is there any more loot in the area to suck up? Doesn't actually really look like it. There's plenty of energy cells and stuff around. Come on, autosave. Don't overheat my laser, okay? Oh. Oh. Alright, actually stop before overheating. Now this should be taking significant damage from the plasmas already. Yeah, we're down to 18% hull. Won't take much to get rid of this station. Kind of curious why only the guns on the one side are firing. Oh. Okay, I see why. It maybe has a little something to do with most of the guns on the other side being destroyed by pesky fighters. Well, hopefully the service crew takes care of that fairly quickly. Because I'd really kind of like to have my full complement of guns. Alright, this piece's lights have gone out. It's going to blow up soon. Down to 9% hull. A couple percent should be this piece. The rest of it is this. Oh. Okay. Come on, go boom. This whole station's about ready to go any minute now. I keep saying that, it doesn't seem to actually be getting any closer to going, but it is down to 3% hull now.
Explosion imminent.
Okay. Now we just need to sink the last few shots into here. 0%. And kaboom. Station gone? Station gone. Alright, good deal. All of this around here is pretty much just junk I don't want. Okay, good deal. Alright. Carbon broadhead. I'm gonna fly you to like right here. Meanwhile, I'm gonna go take care of this Xenon station. This one is probably just a single piece or something similar. And so it should go down very quickly. The stupid little fighters are gonna prevent me from going to travel drive, aren't they? Oh, I'm very tempted. Order the carbon broadhead to launch fighters, but then I'll have to wait for it to launch fighters and recover the fighters when it's done. And save? Yes, that'd probably be a good idea too. Anyway. I really don't want to have to destroy a station again because I blew up doing something stupid. Destroying stations has to be done to clear out this space. But I'm gonna admit, it is one of the more boring parts of the game. Okay, these guys are doing a pretty good job on just taking out that one. We only had a couple fighters left. I'm almost tempted to launch my own fighter and just quickly clear them out. We don't seem to be having any more coming after us, so... Here, dude. Go get the carbon broadhead. No? Okay. I guess. Not sure what this one thinks he's doing. Oh, he's just swinging really wide. See if you engage travel drive. Hint. The answer is no. Yeah. Let's go take the on foot and blow the crap out of them. Actually, let's give the on foot here some orders. Dock and wait. Destination. We'll borrow 2. Confirm. That way I can just teleport back off this thing and have it just fly back to the wheelbarrow on its own. Alright. You, sir, are an annoying little gnat who needs to go away. That was definitely going to be a miss. Also, I have not piloted a fighter for a little bit, and suddenly it feels twitchy and difficult. Boom. Okay.
Asgard. Docking granted.
I'm just going to dock back aboard automatically. That was not glitchy at all. And we're going to save ourselves some walking by just teleporting aboard. Alright. Get off my controls, please. Stuck all the loot in. Assuming it's all going to behave and come in properly. There we go. Alright, start travel drive, and let's go over here to this station.
Maria.
I don't want to select the Maria. I think this is like a 1 or 2 segment station. It doesn't have, it's not a defense station and it's not a solar station. So it's just kind of one of those weird, purposeless stations that I think are put here mostly to bulk stuff up. Like there's 2 of them here, 1 here, another one over here. Without those, there's actually not nearly as many stations as it seems. There's still a lot of stations mined. There's multiple fully fledged defense stations and power plants. Not to mention a shipyard over here, which we should probably deal with next. We'll clear this little station out. Then we'll see. Also, I should not be looking at the map and talking about where we're going while we're flying under travel drive. It's guaranteed I'll look away, and the next thing you know, it'll be like, oh, you just rammed right inside of a station and it's shooting you. Looking at the map while flying and not in autopilot is a leading cause of pilot death. Or at least pilot distress. It leads to things like missing your destination and having to fly back. Okay.
The Xenon station.
I do believe this is but a single piece. And judging by how it's half its health is gone already. Almost. Yep, it's probably just a single piece. Trying to decide whether I want to go take out the stuff surrounding the, I want to take out the stuff surrounding the shipyard next, or if I want to go take out this solar power plant next. Well, it's down to a third health. Yeah, I don't know why they have these little single piece stations all over the place. Ugh. They don't do anything. And they're not stations that are being built either, because those show up as whatever they're going to be when they're done. I think they're literally just here to look scary.
The aqueduct.
Okay. This is going to go down soon. So we'll have these available. Let's actually go
Xenon shipyard.
and zap parts of the shipyard right now. Then when the destroyers are done with their thing, they can take out these 2 stations. And then join us at the shipyard. Which at that point should be mostly no longer a problem. Because we can take out all the shipbuilding capability on it fairly quickly. We might want to bring the carbon broadhead in. I'm going to actually order it to fly closer. Just in case there's a load of drones, we can bring in the carbon broadhead and protect the Asgard. Oh, our frame rate's back up to 50. That's nice. It might just be all those bazillions of drones flying in combat. And now that they're all gone, it's going back up to normal. Oh, if I open the map, it drops down to in the 20s right away. That's strange. There's no reason for that. Weird. Anyway. Musings about frame rate issues can happen later. This thing really is too slow to get out of its own way in travel drive. It's a bit unfortunate, but I just really value having tactical speed over travel drive speed, so that's why I made the engine decisions I made. Tactical speed is too useful to give up. Slow travel drive is just like, okay, it'll take us a while to get there. Low tactical speed is a much more concerning matter. Also, we need to be careful that we don't fly into range of this thing.
Something hit us.
The Judgment is under attack. Well, that's not good. Let's see. Hey, they're building a K. Knock it off. No Ks for you. I wonder if you can zap a K that's under construction with the main gun. I guess there's one easy way to find out. If you can't, then I'm willing to bet you can probably zap the thing that's building it.
Explosion imminent.
Yep, you can zap a K that's under construction.
Explosion imminent.
There's a Xenon somewhere that's going, no, my ship!
Danger.
It died before it could properly get going. Oh, you know.
Explosion
Also,
imminent.
you, go away, you're shooting me. That's not allowed.
Danger. Explosion imminent.
Yeah, we can get rid of some of these drones quite easily. By just shooting stuff next to them. Also, I overheated the main gun like a doofus. Okay. Let's get pointed slightly up. And then we'll engage the drives. And fly out over the middle of this thing. So I can quickly zap all the storages and hopefully stop drones from coming. Okay, that should hopefully be far enough. Get nose down nice and hard. Okay. Boom. More boom. And more boom. Is that it? Not sure we actually have the range to this from here, but it is showing a lit up pair of icons for the main gun. Not icons, aim points. And if not, we can always zap it with the main gun. Okay. I think all the storages are gone. Next up, we should definitely focus on getting rid of the shipbuilding bays.
Explosion imminent.
And after that,
Explosion imminent.
the defensive station pieces.
Danger.
Okay, is there anything else around here that needs to go? Just the main body of the station, I think. Okay, that station's about done for. We definitely need to get the carbon broadhead in here. I think I'm gonna teleport aboard after removing orders this time, and we'll fly it into position. Because I'd really rather not lose all the external weapons and such like on the Asgard. Shouldn't take us long to get there.
Asgard.
He's only about 20k away.
Awaiting orders.
Okay. Everybody's done over here.
Awaiting orders.
We'll take you two and take out that one. And you three,
Awaiting orders.
go take out this one. There we go. Now we need to go park beside the Asgard.
Xenon shipyard.
I don't want to get farther away than about 9 point something. And I don't want to get any closer than about that either. I kind of want to be just under 10k away from the station. That should give us optimal range for, well, all our plasmas. After all, everybody loves plasmas. Especially the Xenon. We are getting a little close. Should pull up some more. Throttle back a little bit. Swing in underneath the Asgard. We don't actually want to be underneath it. We just kind of want to be... Oh, actually, wait a second. Are we going the right way? No, we're not. We want to be over on the other side. But we're definitely shooting the Asgard somewhat. I'm not overly concerned though. It's got lots of shields. Okay. About here somewhere is probably a good place to set. Teleport back aboard the Asgard.
Asgard.
Come on. Dang you. We can't actually properly select it from here. Okay. Pitch down hard. Do a little bit of loot suck while we're at it. What is the health on this station?
Xenon shipyard.
74% remaining still.
Sorry. Split try not to shoot you again.
Dang it, we're... Okay, there we go. It was non-responsive to
Danger.
controls for a second there. And now it is again. Stop. There we go. Alright. Carbon Broadhead has definitely done its job. Because there are notably fewer pesky
Danger.
gnats flying around. I am going to
Explosion.
try to use the main gun on the build storage over here.
Danger.
Hey, we actually hit that P from here. I mean, let's face it, that's kind of useless, but it's cool nonetheless. We overheated the main gun though, which probably wasn't worth it. Doesn't look like the secondaries can reach that far. Probably like 12 or 13k away. If I remember correctly, the secondaries have like 10k range roughly. Have to wait till the main gun recharges before we can shoot that. Yeah, I think everything out to this end is cleared out. Oh, stop
Danger.
turning downward. Damn game. Stop. I don't know what does this, but it's annoying. Shouldn't happen. About 90% sure it's related to having loads of little dead ships around you. We're still rotating it. It's still non-responsive to controls. Okay, there we've stopped rotating. Now, is it going to be safe to rotate back? Probably not. Oh. Because if it suddenly decides to be non-responsive again, probably going to massively overshoot our destination. Which, my destination at the moment is I want to get more or less level with the station. And then fly over the top of it some, so we're more centrally located. And we are once again on the move without me wanting to go that way. Okay, let's see if we can... This is a terrible idea. Oh, I think we're bumping into the carbon broadhead. Well, that's a big no-no. You there. You need to go away. Oops. We wanted the other gun. And there's the autosave. Get rid of those turrets on top before they do any real damage to the carbon broadhead. It looks like the carbon broadhead may have lost its shields already, which is very bad. Well, not very bad. Just a little bad. It has plenty of service crew and can repair itself.
Awaiting orders.
There we go.
Awaiting orders.
Let's get the rest of this. Are you going to respond to my controls? No, you're not. Annoying piece of crap. These are still shooting at somebody. Hopefully not me, because I can't do anything about it.
Awaiting orders.
Okay, fine. Full reverse. Alright. We're finally out of the uncommanded role. No! Stop!
Awaiting orders.
Come on. Oops. There we go. I'm too used to the main guns being... or the heavy hitters, I should say. Being something that A, gimbals, and B, is on secondary fire. And on this ship, the heavy hitters are definitely on secondary fire, but they don't gimbal at all. Okay, top turrets are gone on these two. This thing Please stop with the uncommanded moves. I shouldn't say uncommanded. They are 100% commanded. It just won't stop when I tell it to stop.
Sorry. Split tried not to shoot you again.
Okay.
Danger.
Kill the engines here. Get turned over here to the build storage and wipe that out quickly. Hopefully before we have any more issues. I would like to be able to just shoot them with the secondaries, which it looks like is indeed working. Alright, let's go ahead and wipe out this docking area or whatever it is. Okay.
S.
There's an S. Think we can hit it with the main gun? I mean, the answer is almost certainly yes, but it'll take a little bit of twitchy maneuvering. Come on. There we go. Poof. That was definitely not worth firing the main gun for, but it was fun. How far
Xenon
along are we?
shipyard.
35% hull remaining? Okay, the shipyard's almost up. I need to remember to order the... We're not going to order the destroyers to come help us. It's not worth it. We will instead order them to go blow up this power plant.
Explosion imminent.
Okay, that is gone. We're now down to 27% hull for this station. What do we have left? Just these two? I think so. Not sure why our plasmas aren't firing at them, but plasmas are finicky beasts. Apparently the carbon broadhead is still firing though. Okay, 21%. It's basically done for. The destroyers are all set off to where their destination is. I'm surprised how close we are to having this cleared. Because after this place is cleared, then we just need to do Savage Spur 1, which I don't think has as many things in it. Particularly since we already cleared out the shipyard and wharf that were there a long time ago. And I don't think they rebuilt, although I admit I haven't checked recently.
Explosion imminent.
Boom. Now we just have 15% damage to do to
Danger.
here. Actually,
Explosion imminent.
yeah, you stop that. I love how much firepower this ship has. Outside of its main laser, it doesn't have that much really, but its main laser more than makes up for any other. Isn't today Throwback Day? Yeah. But we are going to finish this up very quickly instead. I shouldn't say very quickly, but between today and tomorrow, we can probably be almost done with this run going into the weekend. And then we can spend the weekend playing all kinds of other strange and odd games. So, Divinity 2 is probably going to happen for the Saturday morning stream, maybe. We'll see. If you finish this run up before Saturday, then
Explosion imminent.
Saturday evening stream will probably be Hydroneer, and if not, then finishing the run will be the
Danger.
Saturday evening stream. Alright, where's the last piece? At least that's the official story.
Explosion imminent.
The real story is that I had X4 launched and was about ready to start streaming, and it's like, oh wait, Divinity's today. And it's like, ah, screw it, let's go. Well, we are within, like, this run will be done probably before or on Saturday. Okay. Is this beast still alive? No? Yes? Yes, it is. Okay. Well, let's snipe it.
Explosion imminent.
Kaboom. That was not the last piece. Guess we're gonna have to fly over there. Okay, the plasmas are shooting at something. What are they shooting at? Is there a... defensive piece in there that I'm not seeing? Well, let's find out. Oh, okay, now it's destroyed. Okay, it's destroyed. Alright, so the next thing to attack will probably be this defense platform, I guess.
Xenon defense platform.
Carbon Broadhead. You can go park over here where you'll be safe for now. Oops. Yeah, just park over there. And then we're gonna go blow up this station while our destroyers clear out the other one. I'd like to get the Xenon cleared out tonight. Or, I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure we can get the Xenon cleared out tonight. And then that will allow me to... It'd be kind of fun to finish this up on Saturday. So I'm trying to figure out a good way to split it up between today and tomorrow so that we have just like the last little bit left to do on Saturday. So we can take our time with finishing off the Vigor Syndicate, which will be the last little bit to do. I guess... Well, then again, if I do it on Saturday, it's going to be a mess, because Saturdays are always a mess. I don't know. Prior planning is probably a bad idea. I never keep up with it anyway. Every time I try to plan something out, it doesn't work out that way. Anyway. Hopefully, the Yaki get cranking if they want this place, because the Talati seem interested. Somebody must have bumped... Or wait, that's a laser tower. Okay, the carbon broadhead must have deployed a laser tower. Not sure why I'd do that. Anyway. So I have these three over here. This one's like super squishy. Go down a few good hits from the main cannon. These two are solar power plants and therefore much tankier. These guys are like doing nothing. Hopefully when we get closer they'll wake up and realize that, oh, we should be shooting. And we can't look out the side window because Terran ship cockpits are terrible. I don't remember what the key to turn cockpits off is. Not that I really want to use it anyway, but... they've actually launched defense drones. How dare they? How dare? No defense drones. Bad. Well, that's a solid 10% gone in the first volleys. Are we still down a bunch of turrets? Yeah, we kind of are. Not as badly as we once were, but we're still down a bunch of turrets. Yep, we're gonna get swarmed. We should definitely call in the carbon broadhead. Speaking of which... yeah, get over here. We'll probably have to maneuver into position the last little bit on our own, but... we just need something to keep these defense drones off of us. That's a lot of defense drones. Thankfully, defense drones aren't really very well armed or armored. So while there is a lot of them, they are not actually a serious threat.
Explosion imminent.
And that should preclude any more of them coming after us. Oh, well. Oh. Where's the carbon broadhead? Still coming. Not overly concerned about the damage these things will do. They might take out a turret or two on our surface, or something like that, but not really enough to be a problem. I just would rather they leave me alone. Particularly since they seem to be taking about 20 FPS off right now. I'd really like to have my nice, happy 80 FPS back, please. Not that I'm ever likely to see that again for the remainder of this game, but... 69% hull, nice. And here comes the carbon broadhead. Let's remove his orders and teleport aboard. The Asgard will of course start nosing up as soon as I get off it, but that's fine. We're going to be parking behind it anyway. Okay, over there you can see those destroyers who definitely have been firing on that station the entire time instead of just starting recently. The Asgard is up above us a good bit. The open roof of the Asgard, or the Terran ships in general, I guess, is nice, but Honestly, I'd much rather have the open sides, like the split cockpits have. Anyway, we don't want to be too close to this thing. So I want to position behind it. Basically, I don't want to be in the way of future maneuvering. Which I will absolutely be in the way of future maneuvering unless I'm a bit careful about this. Also, I'd like to be angled such that we're not actually going to be in the way. This will level out, so we can't necessarily leave it pointed up in the air. This should actually be a good position right here. Teleport back aboard.
Asgard.
The carbon broadhead will level out. It won't sit pointed up, nose up like that. I wish it would, but it won't. In the same way that the Asgard isn't still pointing down like it was earlier. Ships are just kind of annoying that way.
Explosion imminent.
Kaboom. On to the next chunk.
Danger.
That is the Asgard, not the Asgard, carbon broadhead shooting us.
Danger.
I think we just lost a turret. Yeah. Those annoying little gnats are shooting our turrets. We've actually lost quite a few turrets. We really should go back and get some cargo drones, but not cargo drones, some repair drones, but I don't feel like it. Give our repair crews some training. Repair drones just make it faster from what I understand.
Danger.
Okay.
Xenon defense.
51%.
Danger.
It is very close to being destroyed. Guys, please stop shooting
Danger.
my guns, okay? Thank you. It is mildly annoying to lose them all.
Danger.
Let's see. There's really not that many attackers left. I should have remembered to buy repair drones before I left. Hello, Nova.
Danger.
Power plant's almost dead. That's good. I definitely need to show up near to
Danger.
the destroyers the first time they go to attack something, it seems. Asgard OP, please buff. Yeah. I could do with a faster main gun cooldown
Danger.
rate.
Sorry, Split tried not to shoot you again.
It definitely doesn't need it,
Danger.
but I could do with it. Yeah, this game is definitely not balanced in any way. Which is fine. It's single player, it doesn't have to be balanced. It can be fun instead.
Danger.
That's not to imply that things have to be unbalanced to be fun, because there's balanced games that are fun. It's just that sometimes game devs worry too much about balancing single player games and not enough about just trying to have fun. Sorry, Split tries not to shoot you again. Yeah. The carbon broadhead is parked right behind us, like right behind us. So we are being occasionally shot by their flaks, which isn't a problem. We can definitely take any damage those flaks could deal.
Explosion imminent.
Boom. Okay. Now we need to get pointed up a little bit, and then we can move out over top of the last
Danger.
2 pieces. Anyway, earlier I was having serious trouble with the issue where you start turning in one direction and then just keep turning that way and can't stop. I'm 99% sure that that's caused by having lots of little dead ships around you and having weird physics interactions with them. But thankfully we didn't have any issues right there. Where's my mobile command base? I don't really have a mobile command base. Unless you mean the Raptor, in which case that's the carbon broadhead and it's right behind us. I should be able to zap build storage from here with the main gun. Yep. Go away, you. No build storage allowed. Okay, this is down to 30% health approximately. We got like 10% more to go before this piece goes boom. The health is roughly equal on all 5 segments, so it's about 20% a pop. Depending on how much damage this is taken from the plasmas, which shouldn't be much at this point. Anyway, this power plant shouldn't have much left to it. Okay. I can't remember what the percentage of health is when the lights turn off. I think it's 20% health remaining. Something like that. Imagine having 3 Asgards, unstoppable force. Yeah. I could probably afford to build another Asgard right now, actually. I'm not going to, but I could probably afford it. Because none of the stuff I put in place to buy parts for this Asgard, I didn't turn any of that off, so they've surely bought enough to replace everything we used by now. I could probably build 2 of them even. Actually, let's check. Let's just check for my curiosity's sake. How many Asgards could I build right now? Size XL, Asgard, high preset. That should fill out everything. What did they put in for mediums? Flax. Okay, good. Software. Might as well max it out because free. Crew. We want like 20 Marines. We'll say 25 Marines. Okay. Well, we could buy one right now. Could we buy 2? Yes, we could. Could we buy 3? Nope. We're missing some metallic microlattice. But metallic microlattice is the cheapest resource of the ones that we have orders to buy. What would happen if we tried to buy 4? Okay, now we're missing like some of everything. We could definitely build 2 right now just by clicking the button. I'm not going to because 1 Asgard is enough for this run. We don't need more than that, really. Maybe it'd be kind of cool to have more, but We don't need more.
Explosion imminent.
Okay, kaboom. And then what's on leash? Alright. 12% left. Now, when it gets down to... not sure what it would be exactly when the lights will turn off. It should be about 20% of the module health remaining, if I remember correctly. Because I did find a station that had just a single one of these modules, and I think I got it down to 20% before the lights turned off. So, 25% would be 5% health remaining. So probably about 4% health remaining or so, 3-4%. The lights should turn off. There we go, 4%. Lights turned off. So let's clear this out. How are these guys doing? That solar power plant will be down soon. As soon as we're done here, we're going to go over here and take out this station. And then these guys will follow, or I'll order them to take out one of these two, and I'll start shooting whichever one they don't take out. The carbon broadhead probably doesn't need to come along for any of this. We'll see. Down to 3% hull, 2% hull. As soon as the main gun comes off of overheat, we can probably just zap it quickly and be done. Okay. 2% hull. Go boom. Oh, it already went boom. He didn't give me a warning. Alright. Now, our next target
Xenon station.
is there. What kind of station is this one? This might be one of those weird like asteroid bases, or it might be one of those ones similar to the base we had to destroy for the Yaki, or destroyed during the Yaki Terran quest. I shouldn't say for the Yaki. Or it could just be one of those. Oh, we can't engage travel drives because of the natch. Do we not have any flax left? We have no flax left. Okay. How many fighters is there? Well, just the one. Well, there's an easy solution to this problem. Get out of my seat, please.
Hello there.
Go tell this little fighter what we think of his keeping us from going to travel drive.
Defense drone.
Oh, it's just a defense drone. That was a silly shot. There was no way we were going to hit anything that way. Boom. There we go. Okay. We don't actually need to dock on this thing at all, because I already set up automatic docking orders. Okay. Proceed with your orders. We'll probably be docked by the time we get back up here. Actually, this gives us a cool opportunity to stand here and watch it dock. Where's that? There it is. As you can see, I hire only the most skilled pilots capable of doing nice, smooth landing approaches. Yes, only the best. Anyway.
Hello there.
That's enough goofing around. Let's get going to the next station. We probably should bring the carbon broadhead along just because we don't have like any turrets left. Very little to no jank happening there. Yeah. All right. As soon as the autosave, well, not, I shouldn't say autosave, it was a quick save. As soon as the save is done, we'll engage travel drive and fly out here. We should probably order the carbon broadhead to fly nearby just because if we need help, we can bring it in fairly quickly from there. This solar power plant has got to be almost dead. Oh. Okay. They're at least pretending to shoot it. Okay. Now this is a big cloud of stuff. Not even sure what kind of gas this is. Yeah, anyway, doesn't really matter. Last 3 stations in the system, and then we can move on to Savage Spur, which I have not really scouted properly. So that'll be the first order of business. I'd like to get the destroyers to focus on one of these, and I can help them destroy it, and then order them to take out the next one. Just don't fly so close, you goofuses. Anyway, then I can order them to focus on the next one while I go scout Savage Spur. Drop satellites around all the main areas I might want to attack, and then, well, figure out how many stations we're going to have to destroy to finish the quest for the Yaki. Okay, this is a single module station, it looks like. These go down very quickly. The low visibility might be a minor problem, but I'm guessing the eliminate all Xenon in the specified systems objective just counts stations. I'm certainly hoping it just counts stations. So I have to track down every pesky little S in the whole area. It's going to be annoying. Anyway, unfortunately, the Q's Choice 1 is now cut off from scrap. Is there any decent amount of scrap in here, or is it all despawned? It all despawned. I should have ordered my scrap collecting ship to fly in there and loot to its heart's content. Oh well. It's not like we're really going to do anything else with the... Well, there goes about half its health in the first shot. It's not like we're going to be doing much shipbuilding, so it doesn't really matter if our scrap economy is shot. That's one reason why I left clearing these systems out for the very end. But anyway. It's down to 49%. It's kind of shocking just how much high damage the main gun on this is compared to the Terran main guns that are normally quite high damage. Okay. Just like a tiny little blip takes off 1-2%. Like there, 4%. Boom, gone in an instant. Boom. Okay, the next one will probably be the close one.
Solar power plant.
Get turned around, named on it. Pretty sure this is the carcass of an eye.
Wreck.
I'm not sure what this is. Oh well. Where is... Okay, here we go.
Solar power plant.
Come in above it so we can have easy angles. About like this should be fine. Alright, do we want to bring the carbon broadhead in closer? Yes, we probably do. We'll park it here. Need to be careful not to bring it in too close though. Okay. Get all nice and lined up. I don't want to get much closer than about 9 or maybe 8K away. We should be fine on this approach. Might have to pitch up a little bit. Okay, the plasmas are firing already. We're getting a little closer than I really want to be. Okay, the destroyers are done.
Awaiting orders.
Almost over it.
Awaiting orders.
Okay, right about here. I think we can kill the drives. Now, let's go get the destroyers and order them to come over here and blow the crap out of this place. Okay, good. They're all going to come in from this side. Alright. Now we just pitch down and start shooting. Preferably picking off all the squishy bits first. Simply because, let's face it, they're fun to shoot. Zzz. Kind of surprised it didn't blow up.
Explosion imminent.
There we go.
Explosion imminent.
And there we go. So how do you get supplies and stuff to the research station? You need to buy a ship and just assign it? Assuming you mean the player HQ. Oh. Hey, you gets. Stop that. Shooting at me is strictly illegal. Anyway, assuming you mean the player HQ, which, yeah, research station. You can just give him money and he'll buy stuff from local traders. Once you have docks built, anyway. Before you build docks, you can do the same, just it'll work the same. Basically works the same as any other station. But it's build storage, obviously, for building stuff. And how much money do you give him? He'll tell you how much he thinks he needs. Like, if I was to choose to start research on this, over here in HQ account, he'll tell you recommended budget. He'll tell me how much he thinks he needs. Or is it production or supply? I don't remember. Somewhere in here, he'll tell you how much he thinks he needs. Well, it won't until you actually start research.
A concerned supervisor has brought an issue to our attention regarding the
I
morale
completely
and
forgot that
motivation
the
of several of your skilled workers.
morale thing even
Perhaps a
existed.
meeting is in order.
Anyway, there should be an estimate somewhere, and if there isn't, then I guess just give him money and see what happens. Well, like mine doesn't have an estimate either. Currently. He thinks he doesn't need anything, but that's because no research is being run. If I was to start this research, for
I will
example,
need some materials to get started.
it'd tell you that he needs like 100 million. Which, yeah, we're just going to cancel that research because I don't actually want to do it.
Explosion imminent.
Okay, that bit goes kablooey. Usually most of the lower tier researches, aka the ones that aren't absolutely insane, like the top tier teleportation run one, are just give him 3 or 4 million and he'll be plenty happy. The first few researches, the ones that aren't missions, like the second tier stuff, few hundred thousand is more than enough even. Most of the researchers don't cost that much. And I think, I don't remember if he complains if he doesn't have the money. I don't think he does. You might just have to keep checking back to see if he's run out of money and how he's progressing on buying his stuff. One thing I have noticed, scale plate pack tend to stop by that station a lot when it's right there where it is and hack it. So you'll notice that he has all of, like, okay, let's say I was doing this. He might have bought all the Anividium he needs, say. But then if I check back later, there's a high chance he'd be missing a certain percentage of it because of the blasted scale plate pack hacking the station. It's kind of annoying, and there's not a whole lot you can do about it except patrol space around the station aggressively. Which I guess that's the thing you can do. Usually I just kind of eat the losses. Although it can be very annoying when you deliver exactly the right number of a certain kind of resource, only to check back like 5 minutes later, like, why aren't you researching? That was the thing you needed the most of. And realize that some of it was dumped into space because of annoying pirates. Anyway.
Explosion
we go.
imminent. Explosion imminent.
Did those little bastards take my main engines off? I think they did. Well, let's go get the carbon broadhead. I think they removed my main engines. Let's go fix their wagon, so to speak. I'm gonna rotate up on our side so that our both bottom and top guns can fire effectively at the problem children in the area. Although as soon as I leave the controls, it'll rotate back flat, I guess. I don't know why I'm doing this. I don't really plan to keep flying the carbon broadhead manually like this for long. I'm probably going to teleport over to the fighter and just go straight ahead and go explore the next system. It's very cool how you can fly around on the surface of a ship and pick off its critical systems, or at least it is until the AI does it to you, and then it's annoying. Yep, they definitely destroyed our engines. Okay, we'll just park right here. Stop, please. Okay, let's teleport aboard the on foot and go explore the next system. Out of my seat, please.
Hello there.
Now let's go. Trying to add storage on the research station, doesn't want to do it. Well, for that, you're going to have to assign a builder and put the money into the build storage, we're not call it, into the build fund, basically. Stations have two separate money funds. They have one for construction and one for operating the station. The one for construction. Okay, look. Leave me alone. I'm talking. Let's go park inside the main dock here. Not dock, just park. Just in just the planning stuff.
Explosion imminent.
It should connect up just fine. So here's what I did on mine. I here put the docks on first, like I was supposed to, and then I just attached the storages off to the side. I ended up putting a little bit of each storage type so they could store everything. Still has a bunch of energy cells as build storage for some reason. And here would be where you would set how much money you want available for construction. Yeah, there shouldn't be anything special about building this as opposed to building any other station. That is assuming that you're putting everything on, rotating it into place and that kind of stuff. But there's generous build volume, so it shouldn't be a matter of overhanging the edge or anything. I mean, unless you put it like way out there or something. Things don't even have to be connected to the station, really. They just need to be inside the build volume. Rotating is annoying. Because, it's straightforward, but annoying. So let's just grab a large container storage and plunk it out here in space. To rotate it, you need to look down, or look at along a direction, and then whatever direction you're looking along, you can right-click on the thing and rotate it around the axis you're looking along. If you hold down Shift, it'll restrict it to 45-degree increments. I don't know if there's a way of changing the increments it rotates. Yeah, right here. You can change the angle step right here. You can allow overlapping modules, apparently. Show environment. Not sure why you turn that off unless your system was really bad. Shuffle modules. I wouldn't collect that if I were you, but in theory it should randomly generate a station, basically. If you rotate something a little bit, and then you go back in and hold Shift and try to rotate it, it'll rotate it 45 degrees from the baseline that you set by doing your little bit of rotation. So generally, if you right click it and choose reset rotation, you can get it back to being grid aligned and then be able to rotate it
Awaiting
properly.
orders.
If you're like me and want everything to be nicely grid aligned. You can only right click something if it is validly placed. Like if I move it out here where it turns red, I can't right click it and do anything to it. If it's green,
Orders.
then I can right click it and choose various stuff to do. Like here, it'll rotate around its axis. Here would be where I'd look if I wanted to rotate it up on end. It's kind of a wonky system, but it works. You have to play with it for a while before you really start to get a feel for how it works, and I don't think I'm even there really. Let's see. Everybody just announced that they were done shooting, so let's just go right ahead and select the whole group and order them to attack the next place. Remove all orders. Attack. Okay. I guess. Well, let's go exploring. The building system is really wonky. That's just all there is to it. It's much better than what X3 had for a building system.
Savage spur.
Which I'm going to admit I did not hardly use at all. But I think I might have built one station once as part of a quest or something in X3. But it was very not great, shall we say. X4 is much better, but it's still wonky.
Entering system.
Maybe we'll have a
Savage
nice,
spur.
really easy to use editor in X5. Okay. I should probably just go right ahead and kill my drives here. And then let's have a look around us and see if we can see anything in this cloud of... I suppose we should... It's kind of reddish. I guess we could call it tomato soup. That is the Yaki base. I think. That looks like... Okay, that's the superhighway. I don't really see many stations in here. There's one. Yeah, that's an unidentified as of yet station. Looks like a solar power plant. Oh, it's way out in the edge. That's nice. Okay, this doesn't technically need to be destroyed, I don't think. Maybe it does. We're gonna do it anyway. Well, I don't know if we need to destroy all those stations, or if we just need to... Okay, there's another one. Or if we just need to destroy the ones that make it Xenon owned. It does say eliminate all Xenon, but we'll see. We'll definitely go after the ones that are like defense platforms first, because why not?
You were hit.
The Viper's in trouble because it probably flew too close to something, like a silly little goose. Yes, it's perfect. It's perfectly fine. Just flew too close to something and then went, ah, when I got shot. It's like, what do you expect to happen, you fool? Okay, deploy a satellite. I don't really see much else out here. Kind of hard to tell, but I don't. Okay, let's go ahead and engage travel drive.
Solar power plant.
Okay, that station's obviously still there. Go and drop a satellite by it. Don't see anything else in the area though. There's the Yaki base. Added 2 storage just so you don't have to think about it. Requires quite a lot of storage for some of the later researches. Although I think I overbuilt my storage some. Not sure if you need anything other than container storage or not, but I just put some of every kind on as well. I guess if you didn't put enough storage on, you'll need to worry about it later. And the game will hopefully inform you.
Xenon defense platform.
Oh, the Judgment flew too close to the sun. But if it's 2 large storages, you're probably fine. If it's 2 small storages, then you're going to have to add more. Last sector. This is the last sector for the Xenon. Then we have to do the Vigor Syndicate. I'm not going to completely destroy the Vigor Syndicate, but I am going to shoot up a lot of their fleet. Let's put it that way. They're annoying, and so I'm going to have great fun shooting their giant fleets of fighters with the Carbon Broadhead. This is not the last Xenon sector in the game, though. There are some more of those. There are some up here, and some down here, and some over here. Plus, there may be some others that I don't know about. But anyway. But we're not going to clear all those out in this game. This is the last one we're clearing out. With this, we should be pretty much fully secured. This has a defense station to pen these guys in. These guys don't appear to be interested in anybody. What are they doing here? Building their defense platform? Okay. And these guys, I don't really care about them too much. They are apparently building another station in Paranid space. Whatever. The Paranid military is weak, that's the Paranid's problem. Have we spotted all the enemy stations in the area? I think we'll start by blowing this up, and if that doesn't end the quest, then we'll get the other 3, but we will get the other 3 anyway. I just want to get the quest done as soon as I can so I can see what happens afterwards. I'm hoping that by taking out this quest, the nature of the Yaki will change and they'll start building stations and stuff, but we'll see. They might just not do anything except, well, bees or reach or something. Don't see any stations around here. There's one, but that's already marked. Because there's the Yaki base. That makes that the solar power plant. Yeah, I don't really see anything, even though I know there's some out there. Oh well. Let's go back to the wheelbarrow. What are you doing? Is it still stuck there engineless? Probably. Okay.
Jump gate. Matrix. Number 7.
Get out of here.
9B.
That is the Yeah, that is the solar power plant. Okay. Want to make absolutely sure I'm not missing a station in here. Okay. Oh. Hello, autosave. Always coming around just when we are in the middle of something. I definitely shouldn't
Entering
complain about the
system.
autosave because it saved my butt enough times.
Number 79B.
Okay. Let's just thrust her over to these ships. The Asgard still engineless? It's facing the opposite direction as it was earlier, which implies no, but... No, it's repaired, it's just not shooting. Okay, please tell me you're at least maneuvering.
Asgard.
No? I thought I gave you an attack... Oh wait, no. Okay, I definitely gave you an attack order. Okay. Oh, there we go. There. Please maneuver and attack the thing. Finally hit trade 29 your game. Officially the highest you've been now. Still gotta live like a week before 30. Yeah, I don't know if I'm ever gonna grind for the max ranks. That sounds really boring, to be honest. Alright, let's just buzz around this place a little bit and have a small adventure. Here we can see the launch bays.
Explosion imminent.
Oh shit. I don't want to be anywhere close to an explosion. It's the last achievement you have to get. Yeah. I'm usually not that into trying to get every single achievement. Although I have 100%ed a few games in the past. The Asgard finally getting lined up. Sort of. Kind of, maybe. Wharves and shipyards are saturated, and the only thing holding back their shipbuilding is storage capacity of the station. I hope you have something using up... Something for them to use up their ships on. Got some big wars going or something. Yeah, I guess I didn't really think about it, but if you're trying to do a max trade rank run, you'd pretty much want to do a run where you made sure everybody was at war with everybody else. And it'd probably be a lot easier if you made sure to buff the Xenon up too. Okay, this is the Dread, I think. The Dread's Judgment.
Rattlesnake.
Yeah, there we go. Dread's Judgment. Because that's the only ship that has the beams on it. Which sound cool, but unfortunately are just less effective than the Flax all the way around. Pretty much max war without affecting your bottom line. Well, the trick is to get everybody at war, but then be friendly with everybody. And that way you don't have to worry about anybody attacking your ships except the Xenon. Not sure.
Explosion imminent.
Friendly with everyone? Yeah. This would probably go faster if I went and docked aboard and started piloting. Where even is that thing? There it is. What are you doing? Dumb FAF. That's the Free Family's something or other, isn't it? Check. I don't actually remember some of the factions. Yeah. Oh, Fallen Families. Okay. Yeah, I don't remember these guys. Oh, I'm friendly with most of the people on this run. Let me hurry up and get rid of that. I can see what's going on. Okay, there we go. It's a little better. Xenon and the Vigor Syndicate hate me for some odd reason. So do the Cock. I haven't tried to do anything nice to the Duke's Buccaneers. Or any of the side factions, really. But most of the other factions at least like me. But then I haven't really tried to launch a giant trading empire either. What is this thing doing? Yeah, Fallen Families. I haven't run into them, I don't think. The Asgard's AI is being weird at the moment. How does it come on repairing turrets?
Asgard.
Wait, are those turrets completely gone? Usually, well, actually I don't know. They've definitely cooled off and are no longer slightly glowy. Look for pirate named Rattlesnakes and Dragons and you'll find them. When I was trying to build up rep with the Free Families, I was attacked by a Free Family ship in Free Family space. I know it was a Free Family ship, or I think it was, because when I blew the damn thing up for attacking me, it lost me rep with them. FRF have their own pirates? Yeah. And that was about the only time I've encountered split pirates. Well, there was one other incident, but that was also when I was still trying to rank them up. It was very annoying. I was trying to rank up with the faction, and they go attacking me. Actually, yeah, you guys, go away. No build storage allowed.
Explosion imminent.
Okay. And okay. Build storage cleared. This is the shark. As I can tell from the paint scheme. Hey you, get away from there.
S.
No unloading allowed. Incident where an entire station blew up for some unknown reason. Yeah, I never had anything like that with the split.
Explosion imminent.
A whole station blew up, but it was a Xenon station. Had an incident with Ministry of Finance, I guess that would be. Had to call in a few fleets. Yeah. I don't remember how it happened, but I just think it was a Talati destroyer got shot a few times and got very pissed at me. I don't know whatever happened to that ship, whether it got blew up or whether it just left me alone after a while. It was definitely very pissed. There really needs to be a way to call up a ship and say, hey, knock it off, leave me alone, I'm sorry. It was an accident. I think there was a way to do that in X3, but... Oh, here goes the main gun.
Explosion imminent.
Just shot something, we didn't get to see what. Anyway, how much health does the station have
Solar
left?
power
30%? You should probably just get back aboard the Asgard and start blowing stuff up. I'd like to get all the Xenon gone today yet. Yeah. We can maybe do it. I have to go a little late, but as long as you don't goof around too much, it shouldn't be that big of a deal.
Asgard.
Remove all orders.
Docking granted.
Get docking permissions.
Successfully done.
Called in like 300 fighters and 50 destroyers. Got settled and dropped from 28 to 30 rep. Or from 30 to 28. Yeah. When you get high rep, you don't have to worry too much about destroying one or two.
Hello.
Alright.
Can I help?
Yeah,
Man.
just get away from my controls. Thank you. Oh, autosave. Autosave triggered at just the wrong moment, and the UI is very weird. Also, my mouse is blinking angry red at me, so let's plug that in quick. Alright,
Solar power plant.
select the plant so I can see its range. And let's get ourselves... This should actually be reasonable. Well, let's go forward a little bit. We'll need to be probably at about... If you just go straight, about 6K, maybe 7K. When it reads that, we should be well within range of the last two pieces. You like how I'm saying that? Get away from my controls. Well, it's my personal ship. They're just there to keep the seat warm. And occasionally move it somewhere when I can't be bothered. Way back when this playthrough was young, I think it was Ash who chastised me for being very impolite to my pilots all the time. I think it was Ash who did that. I don't actually remember. So anyway,
Explosion imminent.
after that, I at least occasionally would say, please get out of my seat, instead of get out of my seat. Hey, you guys. Stop shooting the wheelbarrow. Not wheelbarrow, the shark. I'm never going to stop calling that ship wheelbarrow, because it was the wheelbarrow for so darn long. Despite the fact that this ship I'm on here is now officially the wheelbarrow. I am never going to stop. I probably shouldn't have renamed it, but my personal heavy combat ship is always the wheelbarrow, so. Alright, everybody. Which means all you guys.
Awaiting orders.
Go and attack the fence station down here. And then
Awaiting orders.
Carbon Broadhead. You can go attack this solar plant over here. I'm going to let you launch your fighters for that. Please don't lose them all in one place. And I am going to go attack this solar power plant.
Jump gate. Savage spur.
That was you, Bo? Okay. Well, it was Bo then. In any case, it's far too much of a habit now to just tell whatever pilot I'm coming to get out of my seat when I get there. Not even sure why I started doing it. It was just something I did. But anyway. Can you imagine what it'd be like if you had to pay salaries in this game? Especially those salaries based on the worker skill. Because ships can have hundreds of crew.
Rattlesnake.
Like, well, there's almost 100 crew on a rattlesnake. And they're not even that big of a ship. Also, is that our destination? Definitely.
Jump gate. Savage spur.
Yeah, it is. Okay, good. X3 had salaries, didn't change much. I don't remember X3 having salaries. It probably did, though. I mean, I didn't really have that many AI-controlled things most of the time in X3. I'd have a few Mark III auto traders, and that'd be about it. X3 was definitely much different in how it handled crew than X4 is, that's for sure. But anyway. Don't remember. Thanks for confirming that it didn't change much. Yeah, pretty much. That or it's just my crappy memory. Probably both. Tell you the truth, I don't remember much about AI crew and X3 at all. I don't think you even needed any kind of crew aboard a ship in X3 to give it orders. Because
Jump gate. Savage spur.
I captured plenty of ships in space. Just like found an abandoned ship or something. And those you could order them to fly someplace as soon as you captured them.
Entering system. Savage spur.
I don't think they really got a pilot until you gave them like advanced software or something like that, but I don't remember for sure. I admit it is a long time. This was the solar power plant that I said I was going to destroy, wasn't it? Yeah, Marines were kind of weird too. Ships only carried like a few of them. But anyway. Remember correctly, Yeah, you really couldn't fit many Marines on board a ship. It wasn't like this where you can fit just as many, where you just have a certain number of crew and you can fit either Marines or service crew. Which I kind of like the X4 system for that. Makes ships feel a little more realistic that they have. Well, you could just keep shoving Marines on the ship after boarding started in X3. Yeah, I think I boarded like a grand total of 1 ship ever. And I don't even remember what kind it was. Or why I was doing it. I haven't played X3 in a long time. A long, long time indeed. And then when I did play X3, yeah, usually, like I said before, I've usually just would get a couple Mark III auto traders set up. Mark III auto traders? I think that's what they were called. Anyway, using the fancy auto trade software. And then I would just blaze around the galaxy, exploring and trying to get the perfect personal ships. Are we anywhere close to within range of this? We should be.
Explosion
Okay, there we
imminent.
go. Boom. Boom. Remember having to use Marines to capture abandoned ships was really just one that's relevant in my mind because you had to repair it before boarding so it didn't explode. And the Marine became the pilot. Was that an X3? The Iran. I don't think I ever found that.
Something hit us.
I know there were various rare M5s and stuff you could get that were only found in space and could be claimed. That I never ever found. That were supposedly ridiculously fast. We're gonna need the carbon broadhead over here, aren't we? Carbon broadhead is currently busy. Well, that's going to be a problem. Yeah. The player ship I used most of the time was the Hyperion Vanguard. I just loved that ship for some reason. Just the fact that you could dock other ships on it, you know, small fighters, was so awesome. Despite the fact that I never actually really used the capability. I would have other fighters docked on it. But realistically, I never actually, I never take them anywhere. Usually I would try to dock one really good combat M3. Oh. We're going to lose a bunch of Marias out of this. And then I would dock the fastest M5 I could find. Which at the time I didn't know about any of the secret capture-only ships. They should have the defenses on that reduced fairly quickly, I hope. I didn't know about any of the capture-only M5s. The unique ones that were floating around in space. Okay. Let's... well... Let's just sit here until the carbon broadhead can come rescue us. We're gonna lose all of our turrets and our engines and everything else, but who cares? Not like it'll take that long to repair that stuff. It would give useful experience for the engineers. Numbering was funny in that game because of past games. Yeah. Like the M1s, M2, giant ships. M3, moderate size fighter. M4, smaller. M5, scout. Okay, that all kind of makes sense, you know, goes from big to little. And then all of a sudden, M6, corvettes. Whoa, okay. And M7s. And then M8s. It's like, okay, what's an M8? Oh, well, an M8 is just a torpedo bomber. Like, okay. None of this makes any sense. Well, I shouldn't say none of it made any sense. It did make sense, it just made less sense than it could have. But anyway, I don't mind the new naming scheme where they just name them after their classes. It makes sense.
We were hit.
It's definitely not the traditional X way of doing things, but really, who cares? It's an improvement.
Explosion imminent.
The X numbering was always a little weird. When I first started playing X4, I used to use the numbers a lot. Just call things by their X3 equivalents, but I've mostly grown out of that by now. At this point, I've definitely played more X4 than I have X3, although not nearly as many runs. Oh, actually, 230 hours. I probably played more X4 than X3. I have played a lot of X3, I guess, but... well, okay. A lot. It's not anywhere close to my top game ever or anything like that, and it's definitely not a lot by normal X game player standards. But it was a lot for young me playing that style of game, I guess. But basically, I fell prey to the same thing I always do in games. I would play for a while and then start over, and then play for a while and then quit for a while and then come back, and well, you don't remember what you were doing when you last played, so of course you're going to start a new game, and but I never really got very far. Or I would basically, I'd get a solid ways in and be all set up to just kind of continue my upward trajectory, and then I'd get bored and go do something else. That happened a lot with me in games in the past. Well, even nowadays it happens a lot. Okay. That will take a while to destroy. This will take a while to destroy, since those guys don't seem to be very diligent about shooting it. Need a good naming convention, that way when you come back you know what's going on. I mean, it's not hard to figure out what's going on. You just spend some time scrolling around and looking at what your ships are doing and stuff. The problem is...
Explosion imminent.
usually it'd be enough time between play sessions. like you would revisit the game after a few months or something, you know, that I wasn't too enthralled about whatever I had been doing at the time and wanted to do something different. And so, of course, you start over. Except, obviously, that's not a great way to get very far into a game. Unless it's a game that's not that long. It's like the same thing and me with, say, a Bethesda RPG nowadays. If I was going to go, say, play Fallout 4 for a while,
We're taking him.
I would start a new character. Because of course I would. Why wouldn't you start a new character? It's been some months since I last played Fallout 4, and you know, who knows what weird challenge I was doing or what my objectives were or whatever. Sure, I could look around and look at my quest log and refresh my memory and continue from where I left off, but why? Start over. But anyway. Like, I have a room. Last time I tried playing RimWorld, I have a colony that's doing okay somewhere, saved. But if I was going to go play RimWorld again, I'd start over. Well, partially because it's been a while and there's some things I'd like to do differently from the last time I played. And partially because I was going to do it again, I'd be playing on stream, and I'd want to set that up. Set the whole runs on stream and not just dump everybody in the middle of a established colony and go like, oh, we're playing RimWorld today. But anyway, it's kind of a bad habit, starting over every time you revisit a game, but...
Something hit us.
Would you guys please stop flying close to the station and just sit at a decent range and shoot it? Every time you play Fortress Craft Evolved, you have to start over because the game is just so complex. Yeah. I've played that game some, and I don't know. It's definitely complex. Yeah, I don't know. For some reason, I just didn't appreciate that game very much. It was okay, and it's kind of interesting, but...
Danger.
I didn't really like its... not sure what. Visuals are a bit off-putting. That's part of it, but... I'm not really that into graphics in games that much anyway. I mean, I like games to look good, obviously, but I don't care that much if they don't, as long as the gameplay's good. I do like the way the mining worked in that game. One thing I really didn't like is those stupid creatures that attach themselves to your columns. That attach themselves to your conveyors. Because you have to build your conveyors so that they can be overlooked by turrets, and I don't know. That annoyed me. I didn't mind when they I didn't mind the depths where you would have your conveyors freeze and stuff. Because that was just a matter of building different conveyors. But particularly early in the game, those stupid little bastards, you'd have to dig your conveyor shafts bigger than what you really wanted to so that you could cover them with turrets. Anyway, it was an okay game. I don't regret buying it. I'm just not sure if I'd ever go back and play it again. Think my biggest issue is never planned ahead. That way, every time I wanted to build something new. Yeah, it's always a problem as well. Me and automation games, I love them. I absolutely love Factorio. I love Autonauts. I love Mindustry. They're amazing games. But
Explosion
you get
imminent.
into it a little bit. Oh, they haven't shot my engines yet. I'm mildly surprised. Speaking of Autonauts, you saw the new post? Yeah. I am not impressed.
We were hit.
Very not impressed, because I bought that game shortly after they advertised the story mode. And then they go, oh, nope, you're not getting story mode after all. You have to pay more for it. Not impressed. Okay. I guess we do need to destroy... Hello, what are you doing here? Apparently there's another station out here we don't know about as well. I'm going to actually buy a new destroyer. Okay, here. Let's get us pointed towards something that we actually want to go toward. Let's go help these miserable,
Xenon defense platform.
annoying little bastards get their thing done. Autonauts? That is... Yeah, maybe we're not thinking of the same game, but I'm definitely thinking of a game, Autonauts, where you have survival mode, maybe, where they just made the new announcement that the new, or the mode that they were going to add with the, I guess it was supposed to be some kind of, I don't know what, where you'd have pirate bots you had defended against and that kind of stuff. Where they just announced that that's not going to be a free upgrade after all, and instead it's going to be a new game that you're going to have to buy. Also, I'm pointing at the wrong station. I can't remember if it's story mode or survival mode. Probably they call it survival mode now that I think of it. But anyway. Okay, this is the target we're aiming for. Now, let's go buy another destroyer. And we can use that to clean up some stuff behind us. Size L, rattlesnake, loadout number 2. Let's just go ahead and buy it. We can name it later. Can we engage the travel drive? Yes, we can. Good. Apparently they don't care about all the little ships. That's very good. But anyway, I definitely feel it was a bit of false advertising on their part, because yeah, anyway. Anyway, so back to what I was originally talking about. I love automation games. However, it tends to be when I get about halfway into them, I end up with a massive case of decision paralysis, as in, where do I go next kind of thing. I get all the simple stuff automated, I get some of the more complicated stuff automated, and then it's kind of like, okay, what do I do next? And I run around in circles until I get bored. But anyway. Every time in Factorio, that's how it ends. Got a buddy who'll automate like one of each thing, then get bored because all he has to do is wait. Yeah. The advanced lockpick is under attack. And Cardinal's Redress. Well, that's definitely Xenon then. Yeah, there's some of that too. As much as I like those kind of games, I'm just not the kind of person who can build a mega base. I get bored after a while. Which is kind of annoying, partially, because I do really love those games. Factorio is definitely somewhere on the list of best games of all time, in my opinion. Ministry? Oh, I love Ministry. I haven't played it recently. I'm kind of waiting for the 7.0 update before I really get into it again. I'll probably end up playing that on stream at some point. Not for a while, but at some point. Well, when 7.0 properly comes out, probably. Somewhere thereabouts. Probably a little while after that, actually. But anyway. Yeah. Don't remember who it was that I was watching. Who was playing it. Was it Project Incursus, maybe? And they got most of the stuff captured, or most of the sectors captured. And they got into a loop where they would capture one sector and then the sector behind them would start being attacked. So they'd go defend that sector, and then the sector they had just left to get attacked, and they would end up just being able to do nothing but go back and forth between the sectors. I'm fairly convinced they probably could have worked around it by building much bigger defenses and just racing through the waves or something.
Explosion imminent.
But
Danger.
it was definitely... They could have just killed the invasion base, probably. Oh, we're getting shot. Here's an easy way to fix this problem. Zzz. Are we being shot from anything else? Yes, we are. Yeah, I really need to revisit Ministry. It's been a while since I played it. Last time I played it was on my phone with using DeX. I have one of those not a laptop things that you plug your phone into, and then you can use the keyboard and mouse and stuff with it. And so Ministry is one of the few games that can be run on a phone that is good enough to actually bother with, in my opinion. And you had a loadout, you just load a map, drop, and then move on. Yeah. I kind of like that game anyway. It's kind of like, in some ways it's Factorio light, in other ways it's, well. I don't think I ever fully, well, okay, back before they added the actual round world, where it was just a list of maps, I finished the game in that. But I never actually finished it after they added the world maps. I got maybe halfway done once, but don't remember what the version number was when I started playing. I guess also the last time I really played a lot,
Explosion imminent.
your methods of ordering units were still pretty limited. I did play some after they added the new system for making units, where they You make the base unit and then upgrade it. And then you have the extra wide conveyors to move half completed units around. I played some after that, but not like a whole lot. Now, I'm interested in 7.0 because of the new planet. And for a strange reason. It's because the new planet isn't going to have the logic system. I know, it's like, what? You don't want the logic system? You're a computer programmer. You love that kind of thing. You love logic games. Yes, I do. However,
Explosion
I don't
imminent.
really like the logic system in Mindustry because it feels like if you don't use logic on everything, you're just doing it wrong. And the point of an automation game, for me, isn't just to automate, isn't just to write some code that makes everything magically function perfectly. It wasn't user-friendly, it was load someone else's code. That too. It was a visual programming, well, it is a visual programming language that was not easy to use somehow. It did not explain itself very well at all. Which I didn't really appreciate very much. I just didn't really like the logic system. Like Autonauts a lot more friendly? Yeah. Autonauts, I like the way they program the bots, kind of. I wish there was more capability of manually adding code. Because that would make it, sometimes it'd be easier just to grab an instruction from a list and drop it in and configure it, you know? But once you have the instructions in the list, you can move them around however you want. And Autonauts programming is pretty cool. And the limited memory size definitely makes it a little harder.
Awaiting orders.
Okay. Listen up, all you miserable little gits. Go and attack this station.
Awaiting orders.
You could copy code and eventually had a mainframe. Oh. There must be another station over here. Yeah, you could. But by the time you had that going, you kind of needed those abilities to deal with your huge number of bots. Okay, we have a new rattlesnake that needs orders. Or needs a name, I should say. First of all, we're going to fly it over here. It's like another Antarctic Cascade as well. Yeah, this one here needs to go eventually. We're just going to move this over here so we can see the station, and then we'll send him over there to attack this, because we're not going to have him attack a full station on his own. Unless it's like a small one. There's that. Don't appear to be any here. There appears to be one here. We'll go deal with this one personally. Oh, it's way above the plane. No wonder it's not marked. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and give this thing an attack order right now. So it'll move over here and reveal this station, hopefully. Yeah. Okay. Anyway. Like, Factorial's logic system was interesting. You could do a lot of powerful stuff with it, but it didn't feel overpowering. Whereas for some reason in Mindustry, the Mindustry logic system feels overpowering. Like, once you start dabbling with logic, that becomes the game. Probably because there's just too many things that can be easily solved by automating around them.
Unknown station.
If I want to play a game about programming, I can go find a game for that. Probably because the Ministry was one block. In Factorio, you actually have to build stuff. That's actually a very good point. Because Ministry just plop the block down and write code to make it control everything around it. In Factorio, you have to wire stuff and worry about making sure you run the right wire to the right thing and send the right signals over the wires. In Factorio, it was more like programming with hardware. You didn't actually write code to make stuff work. You had to place hardware. So it fit with the game much more. I've never played TIS 100. I don't remember if I own it or not. Oops, that was the wrong button. Let's see. Where did Play Night go? There it is. No, I do not own it. I need to buy that one of these days. Zachtronics makes good games. Also, I need to buy that other one whose name I'm forgetting at the moment. Oh, the one where you're making potions using machinery, whose name I currently don't remember. Anyway. Just, yeah. Zachtronic games are pretty much universally good. Opus Magnum. Yeah, exactly. Shenzhen IO, I don't think I ever played either. You know, for all that I love Zachtronic games I have played, I really haven't played that many of them. For some reason, I just never get around to buying them. But anyway. So we're probably going to get shot at least a little bit here. Not only by the drones. Oh, maybe not. Okay. That took 10% off the station. Yeah, I really want to play Opus Magnum sometime, because that just looked like fun. Good, solid puzzling. At the time when it came out, I didn't have money to buy it right then, and so it just never happened. And, yeah, I don't know. I had too many other things to play. I own Infinity Factory. I think. I own Infinity Factory? I played it before. Maybe I don't own it. Because that might have been in the period where I still didn't have internet at home, and therefore the only way to get most video games just straight up pirate them. Well, there's a quick way to find out, actually. No, I don't actually own that. I should buy that.
Explosion imminent.
Zachtronics Puzzle Pack. That's probably in my future. Yeah, because I need to get them all and play them all at some point, because that guy doesn't make bad games. I don't think he's capable. $85. We might wait for the summer sale. Infinite Factory, well, it was fun, but I liked it up to a certain point, and then it got too hard. But while it was fun, it was very fun. Eventually, it got to be too much. And then it was kind of like, I don't want to do this anymore. but that's fine. The important thing is that it's fun while it's still...
We're taking hits.
Well, I don't mind if puzzle games get really, really hard by the end. It would be nice to finish them off, but there has to be content for the true fans, you know? The guys who are really good at it and just enjoy bending their brain around that kind of stuff. I am generally not a huge fan of abusing my brain too long in puzzle games. But anyway. Not sure how much of it I played through, but it would have had to be most of it. Anyway. In some ways, it combines some of the best parts of making a big automatic factory using Minecraft mods with just your generic puzzle game kind of thing.
Awaiting orders.
Oh, the as of yet unnamed rattlesnake has finished its task. Okay, what was here? Nothing? What? Oh, well, maybe it's just not showing because there's nobody there anymore. Fly over there and get a look. Oh, that was attempt at building a Xenon shipyard. Okay. No, that's illegal. Because it required some of the same kind of brain bending. Where do I place my machinery and stuff like that? As a as building a good automated factory in Minecraft does. Speaking of factory games, one of these days I need to see if I can still get my old automation, what are you gonna call them, my old automation mods working in Dwarf Fortress. That'd be kind of fun to revisit. Because once upon a time, a smart person figured out how to add more powered workshops to Dwarf Fortress. And then they made like a steam engine, I think it was, that could produce mechanical power from fuel. And just kind of left it at that. And then somebody else made some powered machinery that did some cool stuff, and that was it. Just kind of... Eventually, after a few game updates, it broke, and nobody went and fixed it. The powered workshop code was fixed, but the mod that used it wasn't fixed. It wasn't the power. Basically, it wasn't the powered stuff that broke. It was some other stuff on the mod, and it just didn't get fixed. Well, then I came along and ended up writing a whole load of powered workshops beyond what was even in the original mod. Just almost anything you could automate was automated. Pretty cool. Somewhere, I still have GIFs I generated from the game of a powered clothier setup that produced clothes for all your dwarves, although I was playing using a modded gnome race at the time, not dwarves, but anyway, beside the point. A powered automated clothing setup that could just take cloth input and spew out ready to wear sets of clothing on another input. And then a powered weaving setup that just took plants and ground dye. I think it actually took unground dye plants and grind them on site too, but I don't remember for sure. I think it did. You would drop dye plants in one area and you would drop Figure I'll call them.
Explosion imminent.
Drop fiber plants on another area, and it would spin. It would spin the plant fibers, dye the fibers, make cloth, and then all ready to feed into the automated clothier. Pretty cool. That would have been like 2014, maybe 2015 when I wrote that. Who knows what we needed to get it working in recent versions of Dwarf Fortress. I haven't played that game in years. Well, that's not true. Last year I played a little bit of it. But it wasn't enough to actually get anything done. At this point, I'm just waiting for the Steam version to come out. When that happens, I'll definitely be playing it on stream because that game, I used to play a ton of that game. I have no idea how many hours I have in it, of course, but it's a lot. Oh well. Meanwhile, this still has not blown up. It's been down to a tiny sliver of health for a long, long time. Oh, they're avoiding high-risk enemy, I see. Okay, listen here, you little gits. Go get them. Not sure how many fighters we lost in that, but it wasn't too many. Uh, 21%. Okay. With the health being that low, I'm surprised this hasn't blown up yet. This other one must be pretty damaged. Okay. Takes about 4% of one of these on a defense station before the lights go out. Which means it's only going to take a few more shots to go completely.
Explosion
There we
imminent.
go. And I overheated the guns like a dummy. Anyway, the station very definitely is not going to last long. This station's dead. That's good. Okay, carbon broadhead. Go help these fools down here. They seem to be taking too long at what they're doing. Anyway, it's almost 11 o'clock already. And we still have at least one more station left to go. Oh, here's this one. Okay. You attack that station. We need to name that ship. Not sure what to name it. We already have one named after Af. We have one named after Abby. We have ships named after most of the people in chat who were apparently interested in having a ship named after them. I don't know. Suppose we could name it after something else, but I don't really want to do that. Most of the things that I would name ships after are already used. Alright, Kaboom. Now, we apparently just have 2 left. This one, which, okay, your carbon broadhead.
We're taking hits.
Move your orders and park. That's the Dread's Judgment. Guess we're gonna have to go down here and
Solar power
help
plant.
deal with this one manually. For some reason, the destroyers are being very slow about engaging things recently. Get all lined up on this thing. Travel drive's already engaged. Yeah, anyway. Off we go. Think we just have 2 stations left to destroy? There doesn't seem to be any in here anymore. Or here. The Teladi are building a factory there, though. Teladi are just on a rampage lately. Not sure what the deal is with them. Anyway. This station, once I get there and start supervising, it should go down fairly quickly. It's at 65% already, but... well, I shouldn't say already. It should be at 0% by now. It's just these guys are taking so long to actually do any damage to it. Anyway. Oh. How many Boreas did we lose again? We lost... like 8 or 9. Okay, that's not bad at all. I should wait for the carbon broadhead to fully load all of its fighters. Here, let's order them all to dock. Get all the fighters docked and then send it back to help out the new, as of yet nameless ship. Actually, I think I'm going to name that ship right now. I'm going to name it Wasted Space. No. I didn't mean to hit enter there. Also, it helps if I hit the right keys. There we go. There. Also, whoa there, buddy. Getting a little close. Not really too close, but...
Explosion imminent.
Kaboom.
Explosion imminent.
Alright. %45 already. Down from 60-some% when we started heading this way. It's the magic player touch. It suddenly makes your ships less brainless. Okay, you done loading fighters yet? Yes. Okay, good. Go help the space. Wait, why are you flying out around that way? Don't do that. Why would they fly out way out around the long way? Okay, there we go. Now go attack this. There we go. Much better.
Explosion imminent.
Boom. 27% already. Impressive how much faster everything goes when your ships actually fire at what they're supposed to shoot instead of sitting there staring at it. Oh well. Such is AI. %. There shouldn't be much left on here. Definitely let that recharge all the way instead of bursting little bits at a time. We are finally starting to get our plasmas back. I wonder how our repair crew is doing as far as skills go. We're actually starting to get some pretty experienced service crew.
Explosion imminent.
Not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but we're down to 12%. Make that 6%. I love the main gun in this thing. So powerful. Not sure how many station pieces we have left. It might just be this last one I'm shooting. I think it might just be this last one I'm shooting here. Then we just need everybody to go destroy the last one and we're done with the quest. Yeah, it's at 0%. Oh, hello autosave. Come on. Doesn't take that long to save the game. Well, I mean, it does, but it shouldn't.
Awaiting orders.
Okay, this place is done. That means we can order all these guys to go.
Awaiting orders.
Okay, we're gonna have to fly them. Fly them to here. And then fly the last little bit here to attack the solar power plant. And then we just need to fly along there ourselves. Carbon Broadhead hasn't even left the system yet.
Matrix number 79B.
Okay. Oh, we can just follow the quest line. We don't even have to navigate. Duh. That'll make it slightly easier. We're definitely not the fastest ship in the galaxy, so the others should get there before we do, but that's fine. Hopefully they'll at least decide to shoot it before I get there. Okay. This system is the sole dominion of the Yaki at the moment. Oh, whoop, there's some Terran. What are they doing here? What is there in Osaka doing here? Okay, whatever. I guess. Did I win yet? Well, Savage Spur is clear. We just have this one last system here in Darkest Cascade. And that is currently under attack, in theory at least. In practice, I think these are just sitting here locked in a staring match. Turn Osaka going to attack the Yaki? I don't know. We'll see. Supposedly... Oh, there's an Asgard. I wonder what he's doing here. Maybe he was coming over here to attack this or something. He's going the wrong way to be attacking the Yaki. I don't think the Terran and the Yaki are hostile in this with the set of quests I did. Guess we'll find out. They are? Oh well. Yeah, he's just kind of hanging out in space for some reason. Terrans are the reason Yaki no longer have stations in your game. But did you do the mission where you told the Terrans the Yaki weren't a threat? I guess that doesn't necessarily make them non-hostile. It just would make them not actually send out fleets. And you did a heart for pirates? Well, we're just about done with the heart for pirates, so hopefully they start building their own stations. This might be a minor issue, though. Oh well. The Talati are certainly enjoying it, though. I'm kind of surprised the Talati don't have these two captured yet. They seem to be building everywhere else. Won't matter if the Terrans lose a few ships. Not what if I'm not sure if I'm willing to go quite that far just yet. Who's fighting? I don't see any Yaki ships out here. There's a couple of Osakas. Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully the Terrans go through here and leave. But we'll see. For now, we just need to go finish our Heart for Pirates and then I'm probably going to end for the night. And tomorrow we can start on our
Entering system.
grand
Matrix
effort to clear away all
number
these
7,
huge numbers of
9,
Vigor Syndicate
E.
fighters. We're going to roll in with the Carbon Broadhead and just see how it goes. That should be exciting, at least. Actually, we'll probably order everybody to follow the Carbon Broadhead, including the Asgard, and just roll in with that. Set the Carbon Broadhead's fighters to stay on board, because they'll just keep them from mopping up, or in case things get really hairy. Barbarossas are pretty squish. I might just order the Carbon Broadhead to go park in the middle somewhere and then sit back a little bit and shoot Barbarossas with the Asgard. We'll see. There are a lot of Barbarossas here. We're not here to destroy Vigor Syndicate freighters. We're just here to destroy their military, basically. Once we clear out this giant ball, then we'll proceed through the system and pick off big clumps as we go until we get to the station we're supposed to destroy for the mission. And that will be officially the main end of the run. After that, we might mess around a little bit or something, but yeah, we'll see. I don't know if we'll get it all done tomorrow or not. End of run was neutral vague. Yup. But we're going to make it hurt before we end. Because I'm going to assume killing a station doesn't end it. Well, all I know is this mission here is supposed to end it. And we have a mission to kill this dude. And that leads us to a given station, and the description says that's not either or. It definitely should be either or. Well, if it's not either or, then maybe we'll pay them after we blow up a whole load of their stuff, but I'm certainly not going to pay them until after I've destroyed a whole load of their stuff and basically removed all of their capability to do anything except peacefully trade. Yeah. Anyway. The Vigor Syndicate is definitely going boom tomorrow night. Pending any sudden inspiration by AF to play Raft or something like that. Because I have to prefix all my plans with that nowadays. What are you guys doing? Okay. Oh, there's a move here and then continue kind of order there. I forgot. Why is the dragon lagging behind? It should be fairly fast. Faster than the bow arrow of light, anyway. And these guys are just not doing any damage to this thing. They probably won't start actually doing damage till we get there.
Superhighway, Arcus Cascade, 15.
Anyway, we're almost there. I hope this superhighway isn't one of the ones that has a bugged hitbox. Because those are really annoying. Speaking of automation games, been getting an itch to do Dyson Sphere program again. I've never played that. It looked cool when I watched some people play it, but I've never actually played it myself. Well, okay, maybe the hitbox wasn't bugged. We were long enough to bonk off the far side before we went through. That's interesting. I've never actually played Dyson Sphere program. Not sure if I would actually enjoy it or not. I probably would. I'm just not sure if it would. The problem with automation games is that when you play a mediocre one, or one that's merely good, you just end up going, why ain't I playing insert name of really good automation game here instead? They all scratch a slightly different itch, but most of the time when I start playing one for too much longer, I end up going and playing Factorio for a while.
Entering Arcus Cascade, 15.
You like it? It has its own charm. Yeah. So I'd probably enjoy it. It's just that I don't know. One thing I just thought of. I need to make sure. See if I check if I made a note about this. Let's see. Oh, I already did make a note of it. I think I know what we're going to do next after Divinity's finished for Nostalgia Nights. Which, yes, I know I was supposed to play Divinity today. I'm going to play it over the weekend instead. But I think we're probably going to do Dark Messiah of Might and Magic. Because for some reason, I was driving home like
hazardous region detected.
a week ago maybe. And all of a sudden it was like, I need to play through that game and actually finish it. I played through most of it, but I never actually finished it. It was a really excellent game, and just for some reason I haven't returned to it years. When would have I played that? It would have been after I got internet, so sometime, sometime after 2017. Might have been 2018 or something, which I guess is about 4 years ago now. Anyway.
Solar power plant.
That would have been the last time I played it, to be clear. Because the last time I played it, I had terrible crashing problems until I figured out what the problem was and fixed it. And ever since then, I have gotten a slow but steady trickle of messages on Steam about it. Because I posted a thing describing what I did to fix the problem and what the problem was and what I did to fix it. And periodically Steam will tell me, someone marked your thing as helpful. It's like, okay, Steam, go away. Anyway, here we are at the very last station. Carbon Broadhead, what are you doing here? I didn't think I had ordered you to actually attack this thing or anything. No, maybe I did. Well, you're not going to attack it now.
Danger. Hazardous region detected.
Let's go ahead and remove this order. Have it fly a good ways away. Should be nice and safe there. Your scrap guide apparently has a few people who favored it. I need to read that guide yet. I kind of made a note, oh, I want to read that, see if it has anything I don't know in it. And then I didn't do it, like a dummy. Yeah, I need to read that. Because I noticed... That was your guide? Yeah, that was your guide that was posted in the Discord. I noticed it's posted in Discord, and I was like, yeah, I need to read that. That looks interesting. And then I just didn't do it. Go me.
Solar power plant.
Well, I got it down to 80% already.
Danger. Hazardous region detect. Explosion imminent.
My little thing for Dark Messiah was not even a guide. It was just a post on the... What do you call it? On the discussion forum for the game. Has a lot of information just gathered together. High solar systems, scrap systems, ratios. That sounds useful. Yeah, I'll definitely have to check it out. So I was going to check. I was going to check it out anyway. I just forgot. You know me and my scatterbrain. If I don't make a note of it, it's not going to happen usually. That looks like a dead mushroom.
Condor. Vanguard.
Yep, it's a dead mushroom.
Danger. Hazardous region detected.
Kaboom.
Solar power plant.
61%. Oh, oops. Overheated the guns again. I think the only Steam guide, actual Steam guide that I've actually written was a probably almost assuredly outdated by now guide to what the various companions in Freeman Guerrilla Warfare wanted out of you. And that was basically just a dump of a particular game file formatted a little bit neatly. Matter of fact, some people were like, "Oh, you got it wrong. You know, you got this wrong information." It's like, nope. That's exactly the way it is in the game file. You have to go tell the developers they hadn't made a bug, because I know it's wrong, as in it doesn't actually work that way in game. But that's what it says in the game files, so. It's a bug. It's not my bug. Look at all the pretty white lights. All the argon plasmas sailing to the center. It's kind of cool that the different races have different color plasma shots. It makes perfect sense considering that they have different damages and ranges and stuff.
Explosion imminent.
Okay, kaboom.
Danger. Hazardous region detected.
Go give you a little dose of the laser. Wrote a few guides over the years. One got completely nullified due to changes, and another someone just made like a video guide that made it suboptimal. Yeah. That's fine though. I mean, really, at the end of the day, for me anyway, I don't think I'd ever bother to sit down and write a guide for something that I didn't want for myself, you know. And if someone comes along and does a better job of it later, then hey, less work that I have to do keeping mine up to date. Not that I kept my guide I made up to date. It's largely because I stopped playing that game fairly quickly. It was just Mountain Blade, but worse. And that was before the new Mountain Blade came out. That was back when Warband was still the best you could get. That's another game I need to play again. Not Warband, the new Mountain Blade, whatever it was called.
Explosion imminent.
Oh, I should remember the name. I'm not remembering it. I bought it like a couple days after it came out in early access and haven't played it much since. I played it some then. It was cool and yeah, great and everything, but I just haven't revisited it. I'm sure they've patched it a lot.
Explosion imminent.
So many games, so little time. There's a vast mountain of good games to play.
Danger. Hazardous region detected.
But anyway. This station is at 0% haul. And there we go.
Did you just wipe our neighborhood clean of Xenon? Just like that.
Just like that.
I'm speechless. I thought that Albusta guy was joking.
Yeah, he's a joke.
I don't know how to reward you. Look at you. There's nothing of value to you that we could still give.
Yup.
Sorry, this is breathtaking. I have to make a load of arrangements right away.
Now go build lots of stations.
Take care.
Danger. Hazardous region detected.
Oh.
Awaiting orders.
Okay, there's still a Terran fighter, but apparently the Asgard is probably out here somewhere, or else it's left. Alright, hopefully we see some Yaki stations start popping up here and there. There's the Asgard. It looks like it might be leaving. That's good. I have high hopes for Yaki building here and the end here. But we'll see. I have no idea what they're going to do with their newfound freedom from the Xenon. In any case, tomorrow, I'm going to pack the fleet up. We're going to move over here to 18 billion.
Danger. Hazardous region detected.
And we're going to make the Vigor Syndicate really, really, really hate us. By blowing up everything they have. And in the meantime, I'm going to save my game. And end the stream. Because it is 11:30, and I should have ended an hour ago, but I was determined to get all the Xenon in the area destroyed and get that objective finished. Anyway, so, yeah, tomorrow for more X4. Yeah, more X4 tomorrow. And then after that, we're going to do the, well, not on Saturday. We're probably going to start the day off with the Divinity 2 I skipped. And then we're probably going to end up with Hydroneer, because I kind of want to play a lot of Hydroneer, so we might just do that all weekend. In any case, I will see you all tomorrow, I hope. And have a great night. If I can get OBS up here so I can click end stream. Anyway, good night, and I will see you all later.